Previously, Wang Lin's soul refining tribe had risen to dominance. After years of conquest and cultivation, his power became legend, his disciples forged through pain and loyalty. Among them, 13th, once broken and forgotten, was reborn through will and torment. Now, their journey leads them far from the valley, toward the heart of the demon territories and the ancient, forbidden city that all tribes worship. This is Chapter 509, The Trial at the Ancient Demon City. Riding atop the mighty purple gold beast, the three figures, Wang Lin, 13th, and Hu Bao, cut across the skies. Cold winds howled around them. Even 13th, whose body had been tempered to steel, shivered slightly as the beast's chilling demonic aura seeped into his bones. Hu Bao clenched his teeth and followed suit, his face pale, his will hardened. Beneath them, mountain ranges blurred into shadow. Wherever the massive beast flew, countless tribes below looked up in terror. Defensive formations flared to life, shimmering barriers lighting up like stars in the wilderness. The mere sound of the beast's wings roared like thunder, echoing for miles, a divine storm that split the heavens. Wang Lin stood unmoved. The wind that nearly swept others away felt calm and gentle around him, as if the world itself bent to his command. He gazed down at the countless tribes below and thought to himself, if the soul-refining tribe could merge all these clans beneath one banner, even the 9 demon provinces would tremble. 7 days passed. Far in the distance, the towering silhouette of the ancient demon city emerged, a vast metropolis said to be the sacred heart of the demon realm. When they were still 100 miles away, Wang Lin recalled his beast into the soul banner, descending with his followers onto the ground. For 13th, this was a moment beyond dreams. In the past, he had never traveled farther than a few tens of thousands of miles from home. Now, he stood before a city millions of miles away, a place only legends spoke of. Yet his expression remained calm, his heart disciplined, his demeanor mirroring Wang Lin's cold restraint. He had learned to suppress emotion, for to follow Wang Lin meant to walk a path of silent steel. Hu Bao, on the other hand, trembled with awe. The sight of the city, massive walls stretching beyond the horizon, overwhelmed him. He fell to his knees in reverence before realizing how unworthy it seemed in Wang Lin's presence. Flushing with embarrassment, he spat toward the ground and muttered defiance to hide his fear. Wang Lin merely smiled faintly at their contrast, one man cold as ice, the other still struggling to shed his mortal weakness. As they approached the northern gates, the city loomed like a living mountain. Endless lines of cultivators and demonkin waited to enter. The guards at the gate, soldiers of the left-wing general's army, were all strong, each radiating power equivalent to a core formation cultivator. Wang Lin did not wait in line. He walked directly toward the gate, robes flowing, his aura calm yet commanding. The guards frowned. One of them stepped forward, spear raised. Step back. But before Wang Lin could speak, 13th moved like lightning. His loyalty flared into fury. Insolence. He drove a single fist forward. The air screamed as the strike tore through space. The guard's spear shattered like glass, the shockwave hurling him backward. Blood spilled from his lips. Even those who caught him staggered under the pressure. The gate erupted in chaos. Dozens of guards surrounded them, weapons drawn, demonic energy thick in the air. Wang Lin's calm voice broke through the tension. 13th. Instantly, the man fell silent and knelt. That strike was too rash, Wang Lin said evenly. And your strength, only 40% was controlled. The rest was wasted. 13th bowed deeply, ashamed but obedient. Even in rebuke, Wang Lin's words were lesson, precise, measured, and sharp as a blade. Moments later, the guards roared and charged. Spear and saber clashed as demonic energy surged like a black tide. Yet Wang Lin stood unmoving. His right hand rose slowly. Watch carefully, he murmured. The art of the body and the art of spirit may differ, but power is the same. He struck with one effortless punch into the air. The sky rippled, waves of invisible force spread outward, freezing every soldier mid-charge. In the next instant, They were hurled backward like leaves in a storm, coughing blood as their weapons shattered. The crimson mist from their wounds gathered into his palm, forming a sphere of blood. With a flick of his hand, the sphere shot forward, exploding against the city wall with thunderous force. And then, a voice, cold and proud, echoed from within the gates. Enough! A figure appeared, a woman in white, descending through a cloud of crimson mist. Her eyes were sharp as blades, her presence radiating cold authority. The guards fell to one knee. We greet Commander Yao Nio. Wang Lin recognized her at once. They had crossed paths before, at the eastern sea of the spirit world. Her cultivation had since grown, nearing the peak of the nascent soul stage. Wang Lin, she said icily, I didn't expect to see you in the demon province. Wang Lin smiled faintly. The world is wide, yet fate finds its ways. She studied him for a long moment, then turned. You seek a military title, don't you, to fight in the demon city's wars? Then follow me. Only the left-wing general can grant it. Without hesitation, Wang Lin nodded. He turned to 13th and Hu Bao. Wait for me inside the city. Then, he stepped into the teleportation formation beside her. Light flared, and the world vanished. When the dizzying sensation faded, Wang Lin found himself standing before a colossal palace. Towering statues loomed overhead, radiating demonic might that seemed to twist the very air. From within, a thunderous laugh rolled out. A massive man in purple armor descended, the left-wing demon general himself. A warrior of boundless strength. His eyes gleamed like lightning. So, you're the outsider who dared strike my soldiers? Yes, Wang Lin replied calmly. The general grinned, voice booming like thunder. Then show me your power. He attacked with a blur, a silent punch that tore through space. Wang Lin met it with one simple gesture, pressing his thumb forward. Extinction finger. A wave of deathly stillness spread between them, air, sound, even time seemed to stop. The impact roared through the palace, sending dust and wind in all directions. Both men staggered back, the general's eyes flashed with admiration. Good, with that strike alone, you're worthy to serve as an elder in my command. But Wang Lin only shook his head. An inner post holds no interest for me. The general's expression darkened, then shifted into a smile. Ah, so you know our ways. You seek command, not ceremony. Then show me more. Endure my tenfold frozen battle will, and you shall be a marshal. He struck 10 times, fists blurring faster than sound. Each blow carried the wrath of a battlefield, the echo of countless wars. The air cracked, 10 layers of destruction folding into one. Wang Lin's eyes gleamed. He stood firm, demonic energy swirling around him as he channeled his forbidden techniques, the slaughter immortal art, and the transforming demon finger. Dark chi erupted from his veins. His right hand extended, meeting the storm head-on. The sky inside the palace split apart. Chapter 509 The trial at the ancient demon city marks the first step in Wang Lin's journey into the heart of the demon realm. His calm defiance, his mastery, and his refusal to kneel before authority, all reveal a cultivator who has transcended fear itself. Before him now stands not just an empire of demons, but the gateway to his next ascension, a world where strength decides destiny. And Wang Lin has only begun to reveal his true power. Previously, Wang Lin confronted the left-wing demon general in a test of strength that shook the heavens. His mastery over the extinction finger earned him recognition, but the trial was far from over. Now, in Chapter 510 The Nether Finger, the battle reaches its peak. As the air trembles beneath the general's tenfold frozen battle will, Wang Lin is forced to draw upon the deadliest technique his master ever taught him, one powerful enough to destroy his enemies, and perhaps his own soul. Among the 3 killing techniques of his lineage, Wang Lin had long mastered 2, the extinction finger and the transforming demon finger. They were his familiar weapons, honed through countless battles, powerful enough to crush nascent soul cultivators, but never enough to threaten a true ascendant. Only one technique remained above them all, the Nether Finger. The final killing art created by his master, Tu Su Nam. A forbidden art born of the demonic path. When Tu Su Nam had passed this art to Wang Lin years ago, he had hesitated for a long time. The Nether Finger's power could slay even those at the peak of the Tao. But its cost was terrible. Each use would erode the user's heart, consuming the purity of their Tao, dragging them inch by inch into the abyss of madness. For that reason, Wang Lin had sworn to use it only once in his lifetime, and he already had. Long ago, against a formidable mid-stage ascendant known as Chen Dao. Now, facing the tenfold frozen will of the left-wing demon general, that moment had come again. The first wave of the collapse struck. Space shattered like glass around him. A crushing force pressed from every direction, bending the heavens toward him as if the world itself wished to bury him alive. Wang Lin's face turned pale, the black aura around his right hand flared violently. He could feel his veins burning as the transforming demon finger deflected the first collapse. But then came the second, stronger, sharper, faster. 100 times heavier than before. The void screamed. Invisible pressure twisted through the air, tearing cracks across the sky. This power, even 10 ascendants could barely endure it. Wang Lin thought coldly. He raised his trembling right hand. A gray mist coiled around his fingers, 2 serpents of killing intent. With a whisper, he unleashed the slaughter immortal art. 2 dragons of gray energy erupted, roaring through the collapsing void. They met the invisible pressure head-on, and for a moment, the heavens themselves froze. Then, the explosion came, a deafening roar that shattered light itself. The dragons dissolved, forming a vast gray cyclone that engulfed Wang Lin. From its center spread a suffocating aura of death, the breath of slaughter that could destroy gods and demons alike. That force, raw and unrelenting, tore open the second collapse. Through it, Wang Lin stepped forward. His eyes were crimson now, his killing intent condensed into form. The gray cyclone whirled into his right hand, solidifying into a long, gray sword 7 feet in length. Every inch of its blade pulsed with deathly light, the essence of annihilation itself. For a heartbeat, Wang Lin no longer looked human. He was a war god reborn from blood, a being of pure killing will. His immortal calm vanished, replaced by the silence before a storm. With a single step, he vanished, reappearing before the sky-bound figure of the left-wing demon general. The general's eyes gleamed. Good. Among all who faced my tenfold frozen will, you are one of the few who can fight back. But can you endure all 10? His laughter echoed through the ancient demon city. The third collapse came, stronger than the second, crushing from all sides. Mountains crumbled beneath its pressure. Clouds twisted, lightning split the sky. Wang Lin's sword flared with light, and he shouted, "Third collapse, break!" Gray light streaked through the heavens, tearing through the collapse like a meteor through darkness. The shockwave burst outward, splitting the storm in 2. The general's smile widened. Impressive, but let us see if you can withstand the fourth. The fourth collapse descended like a divine punishment. Its power was 1,000 times stronger than the first. Even the palace above the demon city began to distort beneath it. Wang Lin's sword shattered instantly, the force driving him backward as if the world itself sought to crush him. He could feel his body breaking apart. Even with his killing will blazing, this power was beyond the limits of the nascent soul realm. There was only one option left. He drew in a breath, his right hand trembling. The gray energy rushed back into his body, forming 2 ancient seals on his forehead, the twin life marks that had once protected him from death. But even they quivered, on the verge of collapse. As the fourth collapse descended, Wang Lin's mind went still. He remembered his master's warning. The Nether Finger is not a spell, it is a truth. Once you touch it, you touch death itself. And death does not let go. Black light erupted from his fingertip. All spiritual energy reversed. The immortal force in his body turned chaotic, flowing backward as demonic chi burst forth like a tide. His right index finger turned completely black, deeper than night, darker than shadow, No sunlight could pierce it. It was the embodiment of destruction, of the nether world itself. He thrust his finger forward. The air vanished. Sound vanished. For one eternal instant, all existence froze. Then, everything exploded. The sky split apart with a roar that tore through the entire city. Wang Lin staggered back, blood dripping from his lips, his right hand trembling violently. The fourth collapse, gone. The overwhelming force that sought to crush him shattered, retreating like waves after a storm. But from the distance, a deeper power began to gather, the fifth collapse forming. Even stronger. Even deadlier. And Wang Lin, breathing heavily, lowered his finger. His face was white, his eyes calm, but within them burned a light that could rival God's. He had survived the fourth collapse. But at what cost? Chapter 510 The Nether Finger reveals the terrifying depth of Wang Lin's power, and the price he must pay to wield it. Each strike of that forbidden art brings him closer to victory, yet further from his own humanity. In the heart of the ancient demon city, amidst collapsing heavens and shattered earth, Wang Lin's path narrows once more, between life and death, between man and demon. Previously, Wang Lin faced the terrifying might of the left-wing demon general. The battle shook the skies of the ancient demon city. He unleashed forbidden arts, forcing his way through collapsing waves of destructive force. Yet even with all his power, he stood at the edge of his limits. Now, as the dust settles and his body trembles from exhaustion, Chapter 511, Departure, begins. As the battle continues, Wang Lin finally perceives the true nature of the left-wing demon general's 10 collapse fist. It was more than just a martial technique, it was faith. The unshakable confidence of a warrior who has triumphed countless times. The accumulated will of all who died beneath that fist, forged into one absolute belief, the conviction of inevitable victory. When that faith crashes against him, Wang Lin's spirit nearly breaks. For a fleeting moment, despair creeps into his heart, but then, just as swiftly, he crushes it. His body staggers back 1,000 meters, his defenses crumbling, yet his eyes remain calm, defiant. Across the sky, the demon general declares coldly, "With your mid-stage cultivation, to survive the fourth collapse without dying is already a miracle. Withdraw, you are not worthy of command." But those words do not humiliate Wang Lin. They awaken something deeper, understanding. The 10 collapse fist is a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. It fuses one's Tao heart with divine will. To break it, one must not merely possess power, one must possess a stronger faith. In that moment, Wang Lin's eyes sharpen, his right hand rises once more. The same gesture as before, a single finger pointing toward the heavens. But now, the movement is no longer imitation. This is his Tao. This is Hua Moji, the demon transformation finger, reborn with true conviction. From his body, black mist erupts, spreading outward like storm clouds. The ground burns with pale blue ghost flames. His hair grows long, his eyes gleam with cold ferocity, and a demonic sigil blossoms upon his forehead. The once tranquil cultivator is gone. In his place stands a demon who commands both heaven and earth. Each step he takes makes the sky tremble. The fifth collapse descends, the force of 10,000 storms, yet Wang Lin's finger of demonic fire pierces through it, burning the heavens themselves. The sixth collapse arrives, space itself splitting apart, yet Wang Lin's blackened body walks through it like a shadow untouched by reality. Even the demon general can no longer remain calm. He watches this outsider, this mortal man, transform under pressure. Grasping enlightenment in the midst of battle. For the first time in millennia, shock flickers across the general's face. And Wang Lin's voice, cold and steady, cuts through the roaring chaos. "Your faith is in victory. But mine is in defiance itself." With each word, his aura grows darker, yet his spirit burns brighter. His faith is no longer that of a human or a cultivator, but of a demon who defies the heavens themselves. The seventh collapse forms, and with a calm, unwavering tone, Wang Lin utters only 2 words. "Make way." Reality itself obeys. The seventh collapse shatters before him, dissolving into nothingness. For the first time, the demon general truly understands his mistake. He had underestimated Wang Lin. What stood before him was not just an intruder, but a being who had found a new Tao. The faith of the demon. A belief so strong that even the heavens must yield. In this chapter, Wang Lin's battle transcends mere combat. It becomes a clash of wills, faith against faith. The 10 collapse fist was never just about power, but conviction. And by discovering his own belief within the darkness, the belief of rebellion, of unyielding defiance, Wang Lin steps beyond his former limits. Previously, Wang Lin faced the final stages of the left-wing demon general's terrifying 10 collapse fist. Through that storm of destruction, he found his own path, a faith forged in defiance. Though he could have fought to the end, he chose wisdom over pride, retreating before his Tao heart was consumed by demonic energy. His strength and restraint left a deep impression on the demon general, and earned him a new place among the ancient army. Now, as the dust of battle settles, Chapter 512 The Trial of the Demon General begins. High in the air, Wang Lin stands motionless, his hair whipping behind him like dark fire. His aura, thick with demonic mist, coils and rises to the heavens. After the seventh collapse, only 5 short meters separate him from the left-wing demon general. The general's expression turns grave. He has seen countless challengers, yet few have endured this far. From the void, the 8th collapse begins, not a wave of power, but a flood. A roaring cascade of invisible energy pours down from the heavens, like a divine waterfall come to life. Wang Lin's eyes glint coldly. Without hesitation, he takes a single step forward, straight into the torrent. The demonic flames that cover his body surge upward, twisting into a black column that pierces the sky. For an instant, heaven and earth seem swallowed by his demonic will. The 8th collapse rages on. Yet even as its pressure bears down, another force begins to form in the void, the 9th collapse. Wang Lin frowns. Though his body has entered a state of demonic transformation, his Tao heart remains unbroken. But he knows the danger well. Each heartbeat within this demonic state corrodes his spirit, threatens his very sense of self. He understands the cost of staying too long. If he continues, his mind could fall entirely into madness. As the 8th and 9th collapses converge, their combined might becomes unbearable. The air itself folds under their pressure. Mountains tremble in the distance, the earth groans. In that instant of chaos, Wang Lin makes his choice. He looks once more at the demon general, their gazes lock. And in that silent exchange, respect passes between warriors. Then, with a flicker of light, Wang Lin withdraws. His figure blurs into the void, reappearing 1,000 meters away. The demon general blinks in surprise, then laughs heartily. To know when to advance and when to retreat, that is true wisdom. Well done. He raises his hand, and the sound of collapsing space fades. The tenfold battle will vanishes, and the heavens return to calm. The left-wing demon general, Vanilla High, regards Wang Lin with approval. Though you did not break all 10 strikes, your strength is enough. From this day forth, I name you commander of the ancient demon city. You will lead 10,000 demon soldiers. He waves his sleeve, sending a bronze command token flying toward Wang Lin. Catching it, Wang Lin bows slightly. My thanks, General. Rest for 7 days, the general replies. Then report to the military camp. You have earned it. With that, his figure dissolves into mist, leaving silence behind. Nearby, the young woman, Yao Shui, who had watched everything, takes a hesitant step forward. Yet before she can speak, Wang Lin turns and walks away, his robes fluttering in the lingering demonic wind. She frowns slightly, then follows in silence. Half an hour later, the bustling streets of the ancient demon city surround Wang Lin. Here, the towering pavilions and crowded stalls contrast sharply with the solemn battlefield he just left. As he walks through the heart of the city, the demonic energy within him slowly settles. He finds an inn and meditates for 4 days and nights, compressing the lingering demonic power into a sealed point deep within his body. He does not erase it, for he knows that this power, dangerous as it is, can become a weapon if controlled. Wang Lin's path is not the demonic one, yet he does not reject its strength. He understands now that true mastery lies in balance, using darkness without being consumed by it. On the 5th day, 2 familiar figures arrive, 13 and Tiger Roar, answering his silent call. The 3 set out together through the ancient city. As they walk, Wang Lin's gaze sweeps over the world around him, the strange architecture, the alien sky, the people born of this sealed realm. He begins to wonder, what truly is this place? Is it, as legend claims, a fragment of a greater world, perhaps the remnants of an immortal emperor's domain? For a fleeting moment, a chilling thought enters his mind. If this truly was once the estate of an immortal emperor, then are the beings who live here nothing more than livestock within a divine pen? The thought fades, but unease lingers in his heart. Soon, they arrive at a large tavern named Bamboo Green Pavilion. Its towering wine jar and the scent of aged liquor stir an old memory within Wang Lin, a memory of simpler days, when he was still mortal, sharing cups of wine with his friend, Big Ox, under the night sky of Suzaku Planet. He takes a sip, and for a moment, he feels warmth, not from the wine, but from remembrance. So many years, so many battles, and yet somewhere in his heart, the echoes of his old life still remain. Chapter 512 The Trial of the Demon General marks a turning point for Wang Lin. Through battle, he earns power and position. Through restraint, he preserves his heart. Though surrounded by demons, he remains true to himself, a cultivator who walks the fine line between darkness and light. As the general's laughter fades into memory, Wang Lin steps deeper into the ancient demon city, unaware that this is only the beginning of a far greater test, not of strength, but of faith, will, and the human soul itself. Previously, Wang Lin earned not just recognition but respect. His restraint before the left-wing demon general proved that true power was not measured only by destruction, but by control. Now, with his new title as commander of the ancient demon army, Wang Lin retreats into the city, searching for a moment of calm, yet the storm within him has only just begun. This is Chapter 513 Enlightenment Through Battle. Inside a dimly lit tavern of the ancient demon city, Wang Lin sits quietly at a wooden table. Before him, cups of wine gleam faintly under the lantern light. Beside him are 13 and Tiger Roar, his loyal companions. For the first time in years, Wang Lin allows himself to rest. The taste of the wine is sharp, almost burning, yet somehow familiar. It reminds him of Da Niu, the honest friend he once drank with as a mortal under the starry skies of Suzaku Planet. He closes his eyes for a moment, and memories begin to rise, faces, laughter, the scent of dust after rain. 10 mortal years may have passed like smoke, yet to him, they remain the most peaceful years of his life. As he drinks cup after cup, the weight of nostalgia grows heavier. His hand trembles slightly, the cup shatters, spilling crimson wine that drips from his palm like blood, though he doesn't even notice the shards piercing his skin. For the first time in a long while, the mighty Wang Lin looks human again. 13 senses something wrong. He watches in silence, knowing his master's emotions have broken through the calm of a cultivator's heart. Even Tiger Roar, usually carefree, stays quiet, the air around them thick with tension. Suddenly, a loud commotion erupts outside. The tavern doors slam open, and a group of armored demon soldiers stride in, their black armor gleaming, their laughter harsh and arrogant. 7, maybe 8 of them, exuding the bloodlust of warriors who've lived too long on battlefields. The leader, a grim-faced man with cold eyes, takes a seat and drinks directly from a jar, smashing it aside when done. By chance, or perhaps intention, the jar flies straight toward Wang Lin's table. Crash. Wine splashes across the floor. 13's expression darkens, Tiger Roar clenches his jaw, but they hold back. Wang Lin still hasn't moved. The soldiers jeer, speaking loudly of a new commander from the outside. Their leader, another, Ngiu Ling, officer, sneers. Let's see what kind of man could surpass me in rank. If he's truly worthy, he'll face the execution formation. One soldier laughs. Another slams his fist on the table. Their mocking words fill the room as more patrons hurriedly pay and leave. In moments, only 2 tables remain, theirs and Wang Lin's. The tension becomes unbearable. Another wine jar flies across the room, faster, stronger. 13 catches it midair, but the force sends him stumbling back, blood rising in his throat. Get out of here, the grim leader roars. This hall isn't for the likes of you. That was enough. 13 wipes the blood from his mouth, ready to strike. Tiger Roar's eyes burn with fury, but just as they're about to rise, Wang Lin remains perfectly still, eyes distant, trapped within his own storm of memory. Then, a blur of motion. One of the armored soldiers lunges toward them with a shout. Courting death. 13 meets him halfway, fists collide. A violent shockwave rattles the tavern. The soldier is hurled back, blood spraying from his mouth. Yet 13 staggers too, his already wounded arm trembling. Tiger Roar can't hold back anymore. He pulls out 10 small banners and slams them into the floor. In an instant, a swirling vortex of ghostly souls fills the tavern, shrieking, wailing, their cries echoing through the walls. The demon soldiers respond instantly. 6 of them leap forward, channeling their demonic essence. Black light flares, forming roaring dragon-like waves of energy. The air trembles, wooden beams crack, tables shatter into splinters. The clash of yin and demonic energy fills the room, chaotic, violent, unstoppable. Tiger Roar and 13 fight desperately, their every move driven by loyalty. Even if they die, they must protect their master. In that chaos, for the first time, Tiger Roar realizes 13 isn't as cold as he once thought. In battle, both men fight as one. Then, the grim-faced commander suddenly stands, his eyes widening. Withdraw your power, now. But it's too late. The 6 streams of demonic energy lose control, twisting violently before shooting straight toward Wang Lin's table, toward him. In a single heartbeat, the storm ends. All 6 streams of energy pierce his body through the glabella, the point between his brows. The tavern falls silent. Wang Lin's body does not move, but when he opens his eyes again, the distant look of memory is gone. In its place burns clarity, deep, cold, unshakable. He breathes out slowly. So, this is the power of a demonic obsession. For him, it is not pain, but enlightenment. Through chaos and memory, he sees the danger of his own heart, how nostalgia and emotion can become shackles. How sentiment can turn to illusion. Chapter 513 Enlightenment through battle shows that Wang Lin's greatest enemy is not the demon soldiers, but himself. Amid chaos and blood, he transcends his inner weakness, turning pain into understanding, turmoil into strength. And as the echoes of battle fade within that shattered tavern, a new calm settles over him. Wang Lin has awakened once more, not through meditation, but through war.